Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Thirty seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Onward! We'll do that we don't know the words enough. Hello everybody and welcome to SKL with LandBeforeTime versus Notice Me Senpai. We've been experiencing a multitude of technical difficulties with our mic, but we're hoping you can hear us now. My name's Kevin Big Booty Bodie. I'm getting thumbs up from our technical expert Skillos that you can hear us. Welcome! This is about the 8th time we have brought the game in. You missed a lot of funny lines, a lot of good entries, but we'll get him in later. Like I said, I'm Kevin Big Booty Bodie. We also have Blake, Xaninator, Xanadine, and Carter Silky Mittens Zasselford, and True Rice just had a really sick Emperor's Divide.
Well, you know what? As many problems as we're having, it looks like LandBeforeTime is having just as many, but a double kill picked up there for True Rice. I'm just gonna smack him. Give him a little stun. Caladir, he's trying to use that turret. The Whirling Death comes out. Isn't enough though. Caladir, he's going. They don't give a crap on this turret, man. They're going hard. Unfriendly Panda just left there, but they pick it up. This is looking rough.
Great juggling of aggro there. Looks like Sharktooth is looking for a little action himself, but not gonna find it. It's about a 1v3 in the mid lane. We've been talking about this game multiple times because we thought you guys could hear us, but this game really has gotten a little out of control for LandBeforeTime. Now the Goldie 10k at 17 minutes. Kills are 19-6. Things got out of hand really fast.
Yeah, it's been so bloodthirsty. Between the frustration of trying to get this stream to work,
yeah, I'm kind of flustered.
I'm so flustered, but I mean, the good news, not really good news, bad news for LandBeforeTime, we have Hannah Petrell hitting his power spike of Static Shiv and Triforce for 18 minutes, so that'll be fun for them. Tons of damage coming out. Unfortunately, Sharptooth's on that Draven, not really working out this game. He's already 0-5, so his passive not going to be doing much, but Infinitely Panic does get catch by the snare here. They're going to do a lot of damage. She lands the hook, but the Ignite is ticking, done. And a Patrol going in. He's going to use the Steel Tempest. Does land the Whirlwind onto Sharptooth. They pick up 4 kills in there. This is just turning into a bloodbath here, boys.
This is just getting where you guys didn't even really need our commentary to see which way this game was heading, as it's now 23-7 in kills for Notice Me Senpai.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting. This mid lane has really been the battleground for most of this game. Pretty much everyone roaming mid. I feel really bad for True Rice. Hannah Petrell even. There's been a lot of action, HD 300, a lot of visits to that mid lane early, and not really paying off, not really getting any meaningful kills. True Rice was doing well early, 4-5-2 now. Really the only bright spot for this team at this point in this game.
Bot lane coming from Notice Me Senpai really dominating this game, but I gotta say, it's not really surprising. We've seen Team Maya and Impressive really kind of dominate their lane opponents when they get that thresh, I should say. But Team Maya not playing that hyper carry. He does have Corki, but he's at his power spike already, 7-1-7 at 19 minutes.
You know, I'm really surprised that more teams haven't been banning the thresh against Notice Me Senpai and Impressive Boy specifically, because it really is the only champ he plays, as H3300 goes down there with Team Maya picking up the kill. It is really the only, when he plays other champions, we were saying earlier in Champ Select when you couldn't hear us, that we saw him, was that one game we saw him play Braum, he looked kind of lost, wasn't as effective as he is on the thresh. So just, I'm a little surprised that more teams haven't been banning that. But maybe we'll see it in the second game.
And I would like you guys saying, they put so much priority onto it. I'm pretty sure they almost first pick it every single champ select. Like, it is a high priority champion from them, and no one bothers trying to take it away.
Absolutely. They're going to pick it anytime it's open, not afraid to let other picks go to the wayside, which is funny enough. There's still lots of strong picks out there, but just going for that thresh, even though most teams defer to the Braum or Alistar picks. Caldier might be in trouble here under the bot lane. BBB going to flash right in there. H300 is there to back him up, and it looks like he went a little bit too ham. Going to go down eventually, but at this point, really doesn't matter too much. It's just a little stepping stone for LandBeforeTime to get back in this game, but already 13k down at the 20-minute mark. That's pretty much GG. So that being said, granted, there could be a miracle comeback. What do you think they need to change for next game? Whether it be pick bans or style of play?
It's really important, I think, for any team that plays Notice Me Senpai to win laning phase. Their team fighting mechanic is absurd. Like, they are very good at team fightings, and they're very mechanically inclined. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And they're so hard to team fight against. That's where they excel, and I think the mid game is really where you need to make sure you're ahead of Notice Me Senpai, so you have that item advantage, gold advantage, experience advantage, because that's really what's going to help you in these fights. But definitely not going that way for LandBeforeTime.
No, and maybe again, another thing we talked about when you couldn't hear us was the lane swaps, the role swaps here for LandBeforeTime. We have True Rice in the mid lane where he usually plays ADC, Sharptooth usually plays support, now playing ADC, and Unfriendly Panda now playing support, where he usually plays mid lane. So just a big old swapperoonie here for three members of LandBeforeTime. And maybe for this first game, they're experiencing a little bit of discomfort just from their new roles. Maybe having one game under their belts, they'll be a little more comfortable in the second game. Maybe that could help. I don't know. It's not going to help them this game.
Yeah, you got to wonder if there's maybe a little bit of issues with synergy, even in the bot lane. Sharptooth does play a lot of ADC, usually not playing it on this SKL team, but in his solo queue and stuff is a Draven main. I know he plays Draven and Caitlyn are his top two out of his three most played champions. So not surprising that he's going to be AD carry, but there might be some synergy issues with him in the bot lane with Unfriendly Panda.
And that's the one thing I would like to see HD300 focus on next game. This game, he put a lot of attention in that mid lane with True Rice, but Team Maya is pretty one of the most hard carries of this team. Not taking anything away from BBB or Hannah Betrayal. Like, they definitely do their own work, but I feel like the bot lane is very important to make sure it doesn't snowball. And as you see, he's 8-1-7 right now, building the Sword of the Occult.
And that CS lead for Team Maya over Sharptooth is that a 110
at
22, and we're looking at a 22-minute Baron here for Notice Me Senpai as well. I think that's 110. I don't math very well, but they do pick up the Baron, completely uncontested. And at this point, it's just a matter of when, not if, as Unfriendly Panda is getting melted very low. They're running away. The damage is going down. Death Sentence does land. Team Maya picks up one kill, looking for more. They're going in. Barrels are coming out. Kaladier's caught out. The Emperor's Divide does knock them back a few times, but the flash forward from Hand Patrol picks up the kill onto True Rice, and they pick up only 2 kills there. But it's just, I mean, they were just running away. LandBeforeTime was running away.
I try and be an optimist for games like this when teams are down, but this is just,
oh my god,
they have so much damage at this point in the game. Double Triforce, and Yasuo's highest damage spike is when he gets that Triforce static ship. Once he has IE, it's going to be disgusting. If he gets
flash
IE.
Body slam there for Henry on Unfriendly Panda, doing an unreal amount of damage. They're gonna back here. Baron empowered. It's a little quicker. They could have just won there if they wanted to, probably.
Yes and no. The death timers are still pretty short.
Are you watching this game though, Desianator?
I guess now he's got the IE. He's full build at 23 minutes. That is such an expensive build too. Triforce and Infinity Edge being two of the most expensive items in the game, and he's got both of them on top of a static shift. He doesn't even have boots. He doesn't have time to walk around. He's just too busy killing people.
Go ahead. I suppose LandBeforeTime, a couple of the members are completing some other items. We see the Bloodthirster onto a Sharptooth now for the Draven. True Rice has completed his Rabadon's Death Cap. And is that the 10 stacks on the Sword of the Occult there for Team Maya?
I don't think there's any more BM than when someone builds a Sword of the Occult just styling on you.
At 20 minutes.
Honestly, at this point, BBB could probably 1v3 or 1v4. It doesn't really matter. He's just going to look up to pick up Kaladi here. The rest of the team is closing in, but honestly, he could turn this. He ults, he's got the Rage Bar built up.
And Preza Boy there as well. Throws up the Lantern, he takes it. H2 300, caught in a bad spot. Ember's Divine, only catches one member. And BBBBB gets the kill. Sharptooth's getting hit. Team Maya is legendary. 3 members are down. Sharptooth is at half health, and he gets melted by Hannah Petrell. They're on to the Nexus turrets. The first one is down. They're hitting up the second one. It's taking pot shots. Maokai's throwing saplings, but they're on to the Nexus. And it will go down. And that will be the first game won for Notice Me Senpai at 25 minutes. And boy, that was it was a rough game for LandBeforeTime. It was a rough game for us as casters. We didn't get in there till about 15 minutes.
By that time, the game was already over, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we had a lot of meaningful stuff to say, but unfortunately you guys didn't get to hear it.
You missed it.
It's okay, it's okay. We'll stay a lot of meaningful stuff next game, right?
Yeah, we're going to bring in use all the same entries that we used in the first game, because they were really funny, but now it's going to feel forced.
It's not gonna be that natural, but I guess we'll take a quick break again. Sorry guys, we'll play some quick ads and then we'll jump straight back to us because you guys need some love from us.
Stick around.